Welcome back to the Town's End, and it's been a while since I've done one of these, maybe a week, normal videos to finish up the book that we've been reading from all this time. There's still, a little bit left, enough for an episode, especially because I also promised I'd update you on how things went. My first time back to the gym after 8.5 months of not going, back in June 2021, when my mother's health took a turn for the worse, and it became clear that it was something that was not going to be manageable or curable or treatable in the long term. So I froze my account at the gym and I stopped going. I forgot that I only froze it for 6 months, honestly, because it was only recently, like a few weeks ago, that I was like, I should look at that. And I don't remember if I canceled it or what. Of course, I just frozen it for 6 months, which means for like 2 months I've been paying for it and not realizing I had a gym membership still. But hey, I know now, and I'm using it now. I need it. I'm not gonna lie. It's clearly something that is a requirement for my long-term health. I have a few different health issues that basically it's kind of funny in an ironic way how life is with stuff like this. When I was younger and I worked out for vain reasons, just trying to get bigger and stronger and leaner without having to sacrifice eating whatever I wanted, which, when I was younger and, would do, that's the one thing I got interested in when it came to academics, is the science behind, the biology behind bodybuilding or exercising in general, enough so that I knew what I had to do so I could eat and drink whatever I want and still be able to work out 5 or 6 times a week as a teenager, up until I was like 18 or 19, when I couldn't afford to all the time. But I still worked out a lot, and I did some stuff on my own, but not as much as when I was younger. But now, because of certain health issues I have, I need to go to the gym. I need to work out. Basically, I need to be able to do cardio exercise, and I have problems with some of my joints that make it so I can't jog, I can't run. So the things you could do outside of the gym, to work out for cardiovascular exercise, I can't really do. I have a bike, but again, I live in fucking New Hampshire, so that means that's only good for like half the year. Also, because of where I live, it's not the best for biking. The vehicle I have now, though, I might actually be able to put a bike rack on it and go somewhere in the summertime to go biking. But regardless, I have to do cardio in the gym, and I need to do strength training for back problems, that offset some of the effects of chronic back problems and the degenerative lower lumbar. But either way, I just think it's funny that I started out doing it because personal vanity reasons, and now I literally have to do it if I want my quality of life to, maintain my quality of life and not have it go downhill too quickly with age, So yeah, very funny. But also, so yeah, right, I did do the hour of cardio. I made it through that, even though I hadn't done it in 8 months. I made it through that, and I did some strength training, but I didn't do like an hour of weights or strength training. I did more like 20 minutes. I hit most of the major muscles of the upper body, but I didn't do any of them more than once this time, which is probably a good thing. I had something to do afterwards, somewhere to be, so that kept me on a schedule so I didn't go overboard. But I'm also not going to stop. I am going to go to the another gym I know that, so when I go to Planet Fitness, I do cardio and I do some strength training. Now there's another gym I go to that has like a pool and a hot tub and free weights. So when I go there, I do mostly an anaerobic exercise where I use free weights and strength training a little more than I do at Planet Fitness. And then I end it with some aqua physical therapy that I learned for my bad ankle and knee. That I can do things in the pool that I can't do outside of the pool, which is good for my ankle and good for my knees. So I do that for a while, and then of course hot tub, which is actually very good for speeding up muscle recovery anyways. So it's not a bad thing to end. If you do a little heavier lifting, to end in the hot tub is not a bad thing. All right. By the way, I forgot to say at the beginning, welcome back to the Town's End. And please, if you haven't already, I'd love it if you subscribed. But feel free to like and comment suggestions for different ideas for content. And share if you find anything funny in any of my episodes or different uploads. Share them with people you think might appreciate that particular sense of humor. I do have a bunch of different stuff. I'm trying different things and seeing what sticks. You know, much like the old way of, the right way of making spaghetti. The food I don't eat anymore. If it sticks to the wall, it's done just right. All right, so back to the funny challenge. I'm going to do my best to not react to these ridiculous jokes for as much of the rest of this book as we can fit in this episode. All right. Are you a geologist? Are you a geologist? Because you rock. Okay, that just sounds like a line, a really bad line for trying to pick up someone at a party where you know most of the people there are the lamest kind of scientist. I once dated an apostrophe. Too possessive. That was slightly better. Still, you're at like a party with English teachers. What's a mathematician's favorite Christmas snack? A mince pie. And I'm going to have to show you this because some stuff doesn't really translate unless you see it. It doesn't say P-I-E. It's a little tiny pi symbol. So yeah, a mince pi, the mathematical symbol. If you spent your day in a well, can you say your day was well spent? Certainly not reading this book. A friend of mine just lost his job at the mint factory. His wife went absolutely menthol. That one's just going to hurt a little bit inside. It's okay though. Just to let you know, I don't trust atoms. They make up everything. Yeah, something that is in everything would probably not be trustworthy. Ha ha. Obviously, it's spelled A-T-O-M-S. Why was the cannibal lion so humble? He swallowed his pride. All right. Me. What's the difference between an elephant and a matter baby? Friend. What's the matter, baby? Me. Nothing, but thanks for asking. No, that doesn't count. It's not a real laugh. I was mocking it. An officer sees a man with a truck full of penguins. He says, "Take them to the zoo." The next day, he sees the guy with the penguins again. They're all wearing sunglasses. "I told you to take the penguins to the zoo yesterday." The guy says, "I did. Today I'm taking them to the beach." Yeah. It's not really funny at all. Not even a little bit. How do flat earthers travel the world? On a plane. That one was mildly amusing. All right. Why was the archaeologist so depressed? Because his whole life was in ruins. I saw this guy chatting up a cheetah. I thought he's trying to pull a fast one. No. What's the difference between a politician and a snail? One is slimy, a pest, and leaves noxious trail. The other is a snail. The inventor of the jigsaw puzzle died yesterday. His wife is said to be in 15,000 pieces. Hardy har har. You want to know what sucks? Vacuums. Me. What are you doing, Dad? Dad, standing on one leg at the ATM. I'm checking my balance. Of course. Why was the pediatrician always losing his temper? He had little patience. Like, little. Tiny. Anyways, I went to the pet shop and said, "Can I buy a goldfish?" The guy said, "Do you want an aquarium?" I said, "I don't care what star sign it is." Who's bigger, Mr. Bigger or Mr. Bigger's baby? The baby, because she's a little bigger. What makes Santa go What? I wasn't laughing at the joke, just my own inability to read. Anyways, what makes Santa so gangsta? He's a rap artist. I would think that would apply to his elves and not so much Santa. He delivers, he doesn't rap. So if anything, Santa's a little more like Dr. Dre, although he can actually do some rapping. I don't always tell dad jokes, but when I do, he always laughs. No. What did the grape do when he got stepped on? Ah! He let out a little whine. Because that's how wine happens. Just from squishing grapes. Has nothing to do with aging them and sealing them. Okay, stupid joke. Like, very stupid. What do you call a farmer that doesn't like tractors anymore? He's an ex-tractor fan. He's an ex-tractor fan. I can't fucking read that. But it doesn't matter, because if I read it correctly, it would be just as not funny. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? A maybe. All right. Why was the man fired from the orange juice factory? Because he couldn't concentrate. My wife said I don't listen to her anymore, or something like that. I was out walking the dogs today, and someone asked me if they were Jack Russells. I said, no, they're mine. Son said, Dad, I really want to work in the moisturizer industry. What should I do, Dad? The best advice I can give you is apply daily. Fucking stupid. All right. Diet dairy. Day 1. I removed all the fattening foods from the house. It was delicious. Which member of ABBA was the oldest? Bjorn. It's easy to remember because he was Bjorn before the others. That was fucking stupid. Doesn't really work because the word born doesn't have a fucking J in it. All right. What do you call it when a bunch of old men clap? Men applause. People tell me that my grammar stinks. That's really harsh. She's 101, bless her. All right. She's 101. All right, I get it. Bad joke. 2 elephants meet a naked guy. After a while, one elephant says to the other, I really don't get how he can feed himself with that thing. Yeah, great. Do you know why I make puns? Because it's my responsibility. It's so fucking just bad. It's too much of a try-hard of a poor joke. A man just assaulted me with milk, cream, and butter. How dare he? When I was a boy, I had a disease that required me to eat dirt 3 times a day in order to survive. It's a good thing my older brother told me about it. What do fish need to stay healthy? Vitamin C. Wow. That was fucking stupid. My wife says, why does everything have to be a game with you? Me? An excellent question, sweetheart, but next time, please use the buzzer. I just saved a ton of money on my car insurance by switching to reverse and leaving the scene. Yeah, that's stupid. Where do birds meet for coffee? Nest Cafe. I used to have a job collecting leaves. I was raking it in. What does Charles Dickens keep in his spice rack? The best of times, the worst of times. What position did Bruce Wayne play in baseball? Of course, he was the bat boy. For years, I suspected my wife for adding soil to my garden. When I asked her, she just shrugged. The plot thickens. I think that's long enough for today. I'm going to save the last, fucking 6 to 10 pages for another time. But that's pretty much it. This is enough for one more video, maybe. So please, like, comment, subscribe. Share your thoughts on which jokes you thought were funny, which ones you didn't. Ideas for things. And I also plan on trying to do some taste testing reviews of particular products in the near future. I was thinking of maybe doing there's a Factor meals, pre-made meals that are for people that are on specific diets. I might do the one that's for keto. Just, because it seems like it's a good deal. I'm thinking about trying it, and who knows? Maybe they'll see it and want to sponsor me to do more ads. Or I'll just fucking, give you guys a heads up on which ones are disgusting and which ones are delicious. Either way, hit me up, all right, in the comments. And, I haven't posted it yet. I will put it somewhere, maybe in the description, if I can figure out how to do that. But I do have a Twitter, and I do have a Facebook, and I do have an Instagram. So at some point, I will put that below in the description so people can reach me in those other ways too. All right, guys. Have a great night, and good luck this week since it's Sunday night.